Hello, everybody, and welcome to Stout Sunday. And I'm in Louisiana with Louisiana Stout Reviews. And we're going to be looking at porters and stout porters. If you have a porter, bring it. If you have a stout porter, bring it. Any country, any alcohol strength, any type. Let's see here. Okay, they got a website for it now. Excellent. Well, let me go. Morning to you, Mr. R. Let me go get my stout. Here is chocolate lava cake stout from State Brewing. Troganator. Oh, I've had that. That's a good one. No, I've never heard of that one, William. There's Beverage Ramble.
Oh, my good man. How are you, sir? Happy Sunday.
Happy Stout Sunday to you. There's the Beverage Ramble's YouTube channel link.
And I look decent. Got a haircut. Hey.
I didn't. I did not. All right. So I'm going to put that in the banners. State of Brewing chocolate lava cake.
I saw it yesterday. I was at Aldi's. I was doing some grocery shopping, and I saw it right at the bottom. They had it up in the front. I didn't see it in there,
You might have
beer area. But when I went to the front of the store, they had all the wines and Advent stuff, and the wines get like a couple of bottles of wine in a box.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go look over there for that. Now that's 10.5%, right?
Yes, 1050, ladies and gentlemen. 10.5% from Oscar Blues, based in Colorado and North Carolina. One of the enjoyable, without question, Russian Imperial Stouts. Yes, I said Russian Imperial Stouts.
Oh, that's a style.
Yeah. So first time, I'll tell the story. Whiskey, Robert.
Hey.
Now we have the Whiskey Scout. Or the Stout Scout this morning. Jifforia. Chocolate peanut butter Jifforia. That's
yeah. That's from. I wish that thing would. There we go. Main and Mill Brewing Company and Barrel Works.
neat.
10% ABV. Out of St. Festus, Missouri. Have no idea where that's in Missouri.
That's I don't either. Okay, maybe we can look it up. Okay, now I'm gonna screen share. Well, first I'll pop it open. I think this was what was this, Jean? Like $6.99 or six?
About $6.99, yeah, for at Aldi's, yeah.
6-pack, very cheap. State of Brewing.
Of course,
Chocolate lava cake stout.
I'm waiting for the Imperial Stout they brought out, Campanology, Octopi Brewing. Of course, it's State of Brewing and Campanology Brewing.
Beige head, dark brown, nearly black appearance. Yeah, Campanology is the name they use for Trader Joe's stores, and State of Brewing is what they use for Aldi, but the real name of the company is Octopi Brewing.
Yep.
Got to occupy your time.
Dave.
What's up, Sean?
Hello, Dazzling Dave.
What's happening?
Good morning.
Today
We're just
we're
reviewing
looking at-
porters and stout
My
porters.
turn.
Yeah, we're reviewing porters.
Today I have a stout. Oop. Hold on a second. For some reason, my power source got unplugged. Okay, I think we're in good graces now with with the power gods. There we go. All right. Not only is it Stout Sunday, but it's also Beater Sunday. We're looking at St. Arnold, Irish Hello. On their website, it states that this is an easy drinking, dry stout, peaches aromas, flavor reminiscent to coffee and chocolate. Okay. Just like any other stout, you're going to get coffee and chocolate. This is coming in at 4.3% alcohol. So this is more along the lines, I guess, with the name Irish Hello to be more like Guinness. So
I would think so.
crack this out and see how it pours, what it looks like. I assume it's going to look like a stout. So actually, it's pouring kind of thin. It's almost the color of Coca-Cola with a slight green tinge to it, which is kind of unusual. Yep. This one got a little cold, guys.
Yeah, well, by the time we get to you, because you're the fourth person, it'll be warmer.
Yeah. All right. Carry on.
I'm back. Okay, here's the screen share.
Wow,
They didn't have the website posted, but now they do.
I got the diet beer.
So Aldi State of Brewing Chocolate Lava Cake Stout. Experience a high alcohol stout with flavors of dark roast coffee, chocolate, and pastries blended with the creaminess of milk, sugar, and chocolate cake. Pairs well with cherry pie, dark chocolate cake, aged cheeses, pot roast, and barbecue ribs.
Pot roast?
Yeah, that's what it says. And it's from Wisconsin. That's all they say on the website. That's all you got.
Drink a chocolate flavored beer and pair it with barbecued ribs.
I wouldn't do it, but that.
No, that's just like two bold flavors clashing each other. You want something to complement the other. You want to go to light beer or light food with a very flavorful beer.
Now, Jean.
Hi.
On in his little screen.
Yes, I'm sending messages to people to watch my show, you know. Well, I mean, excuse me, the show, not my show, the show. So
Now it's his show, folks. They see that?
Isn't it just all our shows? Don't we all contribute to making this?
all right.
Wonderful.
1050, ladies and gentlemen. 1050.
Jean's taking over. Okay, 1050, 1050.
Yes. First time I had this was 20.
Bro, that's looking thin, man. That's looking thin.
First had it 20 what?
First time I had this was 2014. I had it at one of, well, what you call a salvage store. I call it the hookup store.
Yeah.
First time I had this. And I just was blown away by it. I said, man, this is really good. And by that time I had not done any reviews. And then I started seeing some of the reviews of this from you and a few others, Jay. And then I did my review of it. It was easy to get down in Mobile, surprisingly. But we couldn't get Lagunitas Imperial Stout, so go figure on that. But anyway, I reviewed it back in 2016, and just thought it was probably the most phenomenal thing I've ever had. And then when I moved up here, and after that, they kind of disappeared a little bit around the Mobile area, and couldn't find it. So whenever I did see it, I would whatever.
It kind of disappeared for everybody for about 2 years.
Yeah. Then when I moved up here in 2021, thinking that the distance between, their brewery in North Carolina, which they have, I know the home base is in Colorado, but they have a brewery in North Carolina. I figured, I could get 1050 easily. Couldn't find it whatsoever for about a good year. Now, when I went to North Carolina the following year, 2022, visit a friend of mine's, and that's when I bought the Bourbon County, the 2022 edition, and I had got this. So I'm definitely grabbing this. I'm gonna do a rehash, right? When I get back to Georgia. So here's what the beer looks like. As you can see, beautiful, nice. And I did the barrel age. I had the barrel age. I had that in 2017. And that, unfortunately, that also kind of disappeared. Couldn't find it. And I did a review of that barrel aged one as well. So
you want to read what's on the web? You want to read what's on the website?
Go ahead, read it. I can't see it, but I don't have that site up. But go ahead and read it.
Okay, loaded with inimitable flavors of chocolate-covered caramel and coffee that hide a hefty 65 bitterness units underneath the smooth blanket of malt. Made with enormous amounts of two-row barley malt, chocolate malt, roasted barley, flaked oats, and hops. 10 Fighty, as I call it, is the ultimate celebration of dark malts and boundary-stretching beer. 10.5% alcohol, available seasonably. It's an imperial stout.
Yep. So Russian Imperial. Yes, the barrel aged one. That's one I had, Dave. Yeah. And so
this is 2017 vintage.
Yeah.
Been in the cellar. 2017 vintage, and this is a stovepipe.
Now this was not cheap when I bought the 4-pack. I got the single, but when I bought the 4-pack, when I did the review in 2016, it was $14.99 for a 4-pack. So obviously,
that was $8 6 years ago.
Yep.
I can just imagine how much they charge you for this now, if you can even get it.
So it smells great. You get all the decadence of that chocolate and that aroma right there, and you can tell by it's being barrel aged. So, all right, let's have at it. Cheers.
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 Still blown away by this, and I've left it on the counter for a little bit before we started the review, before we jumped on. So, all right, go ahead. Okay. We'll come back and do our tasting and all that.
Yep.
All right.
I bought this last year around Christmas time up in Kansas City with my daughter. It's not St. Festus, Missouri. I looked it up. It's just Festus, Missouri, and it's south of.
St. Louis. I've been there. Yeah, I know where it is. I remember now.
I've been to St. Louis. I've been to up and down I just don't. I may have passed through there and don't remember it.
I think that town was on Gunsmoke.
Was that Dodge City?
No, he's thinking of Festus. Oh, for goodness. I think you're making a funny, Ron. Anyway, got about a finger head on it. It does smell peanut buttery for dang sure. I even got a little banana smell in it as well.
Is that a porter or a stout?
It's a stout. It's a
Belgian wheat. They're using the Belgian wheat. That explains the banana.
Yeah, Main and Mill Brewing Company Barrel Works Chocolate Peanut Butter Jafforia Imperial Stout. Fat Elvis. Chocolate peanut butter Imperial Stout with Cocoa ribs, peanut butter. Oh, no, it has banana and milk sugar in it as well. So it does have bananas in it. That's why I smelled the bananas. I bought this a year ago. I put it in the fridge last night. I looked at several. I'm like you. I've got a few in the cupboard that I don't drink, and I haven't bought new stout in a while. But anyway, is what it is. How far you want me to do this, Ron? You want me to go ahead and smell?
Well, I'm trying to look on the website. They're not showing that beer.
They must not. I know. I looked too, and
we'll get back to that. But you notice that it's not sure.
Yeah, I looked. Man. I didn't see it either.
Something, huh?
It must have been just a special beer for 2020.
Well, I tried.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. You want me to go through
companies make those a lot of those companies make what they call. No, we'll come back to it. A lot of those companies make what they call one-offs, right?
Yep. I think exactly.
Yeah, we'll come back to it.
The head's dying rather fast on it too.
Yeah.
Check this old thing out.
Oh yeah, knucklehead. Knuckle noggin. I got a bottle. Somebody gave me a bottle.
It's kind of unusual about this Whiskey Scout. You spell whiskey without the E. They're spelling whiskey with the E here. So do you know any history as to why an E is dropped in some whiskeys?
Generally, the American and Irish put the E in. The Scots do not put the E in. That's the difference usually.
Or the Canadians.
Well, I don't. I didn't know. I don't like
Yeah.
Canadian whiskey, so I don't pay attention to
Yeah,
it.
no E in Canadian whiskey. But interestingly, if you look at United States government documents, they never use an E ever in U.S. government documents. Yeah. Okay, David.
All right, so today we're looking at St. Arnold's Irish Hello. Judged by the alcohol percent in this, it's 4.3%. I would say they're going after the Guinness market with this. The word Irish, I mean, I would say they're right there trying to nip it on Guinness. So it poured dark-ish. It looks like a Guinness from the pour. I'm grateful it's not a nitro because you know how I feel about nitros.
Yeah.
But this one pours just like the other Guinness that we get around here, which is what, 5% or something like that, or 5.6.
Yeah.
It's a little watery, but the taste is pretty good. It's malt forward. The IBU's a low in it, which I could taste.
Yeah.
It has a
26.
there's a slight creaminess going on with it, but for the most part, you get coffee watered down, chocolate watered down. Yeah, and it's dry. It's exactly what the description is. I would have liked to have more flavor profile in this rather than something that's just like a clean watered down, but maybe that's what they're going for.
You want to read the ingredients of it?
The ingredients? Man, I can't see that. Go ahead. Two-row,
Two-row,
pale chocolate, the bittered black, whatever that is. What does the bittered black mean?
I guess it's black malt that's got no bitterness.
And terrified wheat? I don't know what terrified is.
Well, they make you watch a horror movie and it gets torrified. No, what they do is it means it's like,
you're like, okay, that's your shit.
I can't help that. That's a gift. Torrified means it's like agitated, almost like malted, sort of like. And they use pearl hops, mini pearl hops. And this debuted in August of this year.
Yeah, it's a low profile beer. If you want something where it's going to have, something that's trying to be a stout, I would say you go with this. But it's real light. It's almost like it's if somebody took iced coffee and iced it down and watered it down and made a beer out of it. It's kind of like what it tastes like. There's a very slight creaminess to it. I would assume that's from the wheat. Bless you. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give a quick rundown of this stout. I was glad about the price. I'm glad that they finally put a website listing for it. I don't know if it's still at Aldi. I don't go to Aldi, but like maybe twice a month. But it smells like chocolate cake. It doesn't smell like beer. So if you gave this to somebody, I don't know why they would say it smells like beer. It does not smell like chocolate cake.
It doesn't drink beer would taste the beer in it.
Yeah, they probably pick it up. I don't really pick up alcohol very easily in drinks because I have enough exposure to it, I would say. Now,
You wrecked your palate?
it's not that I wrecked my palate. It's just that
Your
If
palate
you-
has adapted.
my palate has adapted from continuous
It's more.
exposure. Continuous exposure. Or
If you
When
lay
I-
off for about 3 days and then go back, don't know if that's possible in your case, but if you lay off for about 3 days and go back, you'll be able to taste so much other stuff.
I don't look for that to happen. Okay,
I don't either.
I don't think so either.
I think that's what I said when I made that statement.
I've laid off for a couple of weeks and it don't seem to change.
couple of weeks.
You might have to lay off a couple of months then.
It's an interesting idea. Now, anyway, I like to do things in hours increments. Okay, now anyway,
Every 2 hours, Jay?
You're talking about laying off of things. I like to do that in a number of hours. I wouldn't. I don't like to use the word like days.
Except for those
Days.
days off.
Well,
Days
you got to
don't.
remember when I'm working, I can't drink,
Right.
and I'm on 24/7, usually 7 to 10 days. So.
Yeah, that's a good idea. But okay, but anyway, this tastes like a stout. It's kind of dry. It's a dry stout, but even though it's a dessert, like it's hard to describe it as like it finishes dry. Is what I mean. It doesn't finish.
It's a pastry stout, right?
Chocolate lava cake stout. Yeah, I would say that's a good guess. Yep.
It's like that chocolate cake you get at the restaurants and they stick it.
What was that other stout? The Babka or whatever that they sell
Chocolate
at?
babka.
Yeah, at Trader Joe's, right?
Yeah, you're right. At the restaurant, and you stick what in it?
You stick a spoon inside and the chocolate comes out.
Lava cake.
Yeah, lava cake. So, I mean, if you want to drink, but the flavor is generally sweet, but it's not overly sweet. So I think they did a good balance with it. Like it's going to taste like chocolate cake, but like I was saying in my previous videos, I think lava cake is kind of like a dry cake. Like it's not. I don't mean it's dry like it's not moist, but I mean it's like it's not that sweet. I don't think chocolate lava cake is particularly sweet. It's only relatively sweet. Now, the body's medium. The finish is, like I said, dry. The bitterness units are low. If you don't like bitter, this will be good for you. It's not very bitter. It's not overly sweet. It's balanced. I would not recommend drinking more than one because it is 8%, and that could get you into some situations.
Trouble. I think I'm in
Right.
trouble.
Right, and also I have to do some mix-ups later, so I wouldn't want to. Okay, so anyway, yeah, it's good. I like it. It's a great value. It is a great value for the price. And State of Brewing does have sort of a house style taste, which is hard to describe. It could be the yeast they're using because they all kind of have this similar relationship flavor. But I'm gonna score this an A, but only a 93, not like a 98 or something. I mean, we're not gonna overplay it like it's the greatest thing. But I'll give it a 93. I think that's fair. And I got one left in the fridge. I just got to figure out what to do with that last one. 93.
A duo review. You and Dave. Have y'all done
Well,
one?
we did that. Maybe if my daughter comes over soon enough, we could do that. She likes that kind of stuff. As far as promos, we'll get back to that after everybody gives their score. I don't want to hold everything up. Okay, so
Ready.
what is so funny?
Just feeling good, man. Feeling great.
Okay, then remember what happened last time you were feeling great. People started saying,
Right.
"Oh, you better check with your friend because
Snow, right?
yeah, it was like Jean the Snowman."
Now they're gonna take you smoking the ganja.
Yeah, he don't. No, I don't do no ganja. You know.
No, he doesn't do that anymore. He gave it up yesterday.
But sometimes certain things you gotta
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah,
here we go.
Not sure that
Come
comes
on
up.
now.
Anyway, hi everybody.
Mind is
Yeah.
terrible thing away.
Happy Sunday to you all. Hopefully, first of November 5th, first Sunday, and we're doing Stout Sunday, Stouts and Porters. And today, one of the best Russian Imperial Stouts by far, in my opinion, Symphony by.
I don't know if that's a Russian Imperial. I think it's just an Imperial.
Okay. All right. Take out the Russian Imperial Stout. But 10.5% ABV. As I was telling beginning of the story, first time I had this was 2014. Thought it was excellent. And when I reviewed it in 2016, I bought the 4-pack. At that point, I said, who would spend $14.99 for a beer? Well, sometimes certain things that is that good, sometimes you have to pluck down the cash. And that was worth it. And so anyway, as you can see what the stout is, looks pretty good. The aromas of chocolate definitely in there. And you can tell right at the nose, it is in a bourbon barrel. So a little chocolate in there. So let's have at it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Like a baker's chocolate that they're using. I'm guessing, but again, the coffee's kind of underlined in this stout, but you get that fullness, and you definitely know it's in a barrel. And of course, I had the barrel age, which I thought was also excellent. But I was surprised that Mobile was able to get it down in Mobile, Alabama, because their ABV goes up to 12.5 now, I think.
Oh yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Mississippi still goes up to 10.
10, which is remember, that's the state. Even though Prohibition ended in 1933, they 30 years later they finally started selling alcohol in that state.
Yeah,
So
1960.
Mississippi is another story in itself. But anyway, well, at least I was able to get some malt liquor. Thought I would never see it in Mobile when I lived there. King Cobra and Old English 800. So I would make the trip to get some of that and bring back to Mobile. But
yeah, you weren't
And,
exactly
far.
far.
Drive the hour down the road and come here. We got everything.
Right, he wasn't exactly far from Mississippi. He was like down the street.
Moss Point, right there. Grab what I needed. Back to Mobile. Pew!
Oh, I got you.
So anyway, nothing really negative about this, guys. It's just one of the most enjoyable stout. Yes, Old Rasputin is good. Lagunitas, when I had it, if you were able to find it, good luck. That was also excellent. But this one is worth the $14.99, whatever the price is nowadays. I got this thankfully at the place I go get most of my singles. It's just a phenomenal imperial stout, and there's nothing wrong with it.
How come they don't make a young Rasputin?
Who knows? Who knows?
Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
But it's phenomenal stuff.
Where are you
I always said this is perfect by itself. This is a perfect dessert beer. If you want to pair it with some ice cream, you go right ahead. But just by itself is a perfect dessert you can have. And this is perfect for the winter months. And as I know a lot of you feel that, well, stouts you could drink year round. Yeah, but
Hey,
these
John,
like
hold
this-
that up. Let me see that. Yeah.
stouts like this at this ABV, it's perfect for the winter.
Yeah,
season.
ever since they went to these black and gold cans, that product's gotten thin. It used to be thick like Motor World.
Yeah. Now there's one call from what was it? From
Just been a while since I had a tip.
Humble Brewing. That's kind of thick. It's called I don't know. I did it on a Stout Sunday. It was me, Michael, and Alex. We had brought a stout. The brewery is based in Wisconsin. Name escapes me what it is, but it was this. It was 13%. It was thick, perfect, well made imperial stout. So, as getting back to 1050, Lagunitas, I mentioned, of course, Bourbon County, also excellent. But for someone introduced to an imperial stout, I would say try this. Get them started on this, and they will realize how good that is. And again, perfect for the winter season. For me personally, fire going, sitting outside, drinking a nice, enjoyable stout. You can't go wrong. So
I remember when that stuff used to go neck and neck with KBS.
Yeah,
that's true. I would lean slightly to KBS or even New Holland.
Alien, man, they were like what? They were almost like twin beers.
I know rivals. Well, what
New Holland?
So much
The New Holland Stout also.
The Dragon's Milk.
That's pretty good too.
It's kind of thin though. What do you score?
I'm going to give this stout 95 out of 100. I mean, it's just I'm biased towards this from day one. So love it.
Now I want to hear about this peanut butter. 95.
What did you give it?
95 out of 100.
That's the exact same thing I gave it back in 2020.
Man,
It's a different beer in 2020 than what it is now.
Yeah. Yep. I had to look. I keep notes. I just made
Sure.
notes on this one.
Pick up a new one. I think you're going to be pleasantly not so surprised. Well, you will be surprised. I just don't know if you're going to be too forward about the way they
My contraband back.
Things change. Even in whiskey, things changes. It's just the nature of it. All right. Now, I've got all my notes done. Nose, this has got a peanut butter, chocolate, banana note forward. The peanut butter and chocolate on the nose are very prominent. Almost a Reese's feel to it if you was to add banana to the Reese's. And really, that's about it on the nose. The peanut butter chocolate notes, especially the peanut butter notes, really dominate. But in the palate, it's a much different monster.
Interesting. An Elvis-inspired stout.
Oh, right, peanut butter and bananas.
Well, it's 1 for the money, 2 for the show.
The first thing we got to address is mouthfeel. It's a very watery stout. The milk sugar's not helping here. It's just not. It's thin. It's thin for stout. The peanut butter and banana are coming in second. The first thing you're getting is a slight bitterness with a roasty, malty note to it. That's bringing in some more chocolate. Then the chocolate peanut butter are coming in next on the roll. It has a very good underlying bitterness in there. You know it's a stout. Sometimes you get these stouts that have a lot of adjuncts in them, or whatever you want to call it. Not adjuncts, I don't think that's the correct word. A lot of things they've added, like in this case, peanut butter and cacao nibs and banana, and it kind of masks or overrides the bitterness. And you don't really get it because it turns really sweet. This case, not so much. I like the balance in that nature on this one. It's just a lot different on the palate than the nose. And that's just the best way to describe it. We still have the bananas. As it goes into the finish, the bitterness lingers, and it leaves you with that banana note, that banana and some of the peanut butter note on the back of your tongue, and it just lingers. And I will say it lingers. It's a nice linger too. It's that bitterness is still there on the side of the tongue. It lingers. It just hangs around, and that's nice. It's not washing your. It's not one of those that I think if I drank too much of it, I would make myself sick. You probably would if you drank a couple more than a couple of them, just by the nature of it being what it is. Being what it's a 16-ounce can, I think it is. Yeah, 16-ounce can. But flavor profile wise, it's fine. There's not much wrong with it. I like it is different on the nose than the palate. Now this may be because I basically bought it back I think it was last January, and I haven't touched it since then. That may have helped meter it down a bit, made it more smooth, for lack of a different word. I don't like using that word, but I don't know what else word to apply there. But overall, I kind of and no alcohol note. I'm going to tell you right now, you would think you were drinking some sort of creamy, bitter, sweet, bitter. I mean, if you put it in some vanilla ice cream, then it'd be a damn milkshake. I mean, that's just, I'm sorry, but it'd be a milkshake.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes,
does it taste like the peanut butter that they're kind of using in the name?
Oh, no. Let me do this again. Mm-mm.
No.
I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, there's too many things going on. You get the peanut butter note, but I don't think my palate's not refined enough to define it to tell you whether it's Jif or Peter Pan or whatever.
Yeah, that's kind of a loaded question there, Jay.
I don't.
Peanut butters all basically taste the same. And if you're not a peanut butter person, like you're not eating peanut butter every day, I don't think you can really tell whether peanut butter is this or peanut butter that.
I put peanut butter on a sandwich as long as it ain't that one stuff that has the peanut butter and jelly already mixed, which I don't like. Other than that, it's all the same to me. Yeah. So
I wish I could between processed peanut butter and then peanut butter where you just make it out of peanuts.
Right. So no, I can't say that. I don't have that.
Okay, I was just wondering, but obviously the name they're using that not on accident.
Yeah. Well, and nowhere does it say that they have worked with Jif peanut butter on here. Yeah, the name insinuates it, but I don't know if I.
Yeah, and they can't insinuate it too much without getting in trouble. So
yeah, without probably getting sued. You're probably right about that.
Yeah, like copyright infringement.
Yeah, they Mecca Hopzilla.
Yeah.
Overall,
a New Orleans brewery made a IPA once, and they called it Mecca Hopzilla, and they got sued by the Godzilla company, Toho Productions. Yeah.
Well, really, they made a robotic looking character of Godzilla, and they stuck it on the can too. So,
Yeah, they called it Mecha
think of
Hopzilla.
like Godzilla looks like a transformer.
I'm going to take it to court.
They did, and they lost, and they had to change the name of the beer, and they changed it to copyright infringement.
Yeah, copyright infringement.
It was the same beer.
But they didn't go to court. They just dropped it. They knew they would lose. They didn't even go to trial. They knew they would lose. So
Like for example, the Goliath Brewing Company. You have the Dinosaur, or whatever, their brewing company based out of Iowa.
Oh yeah,
You know, the Dinosaur, the pseudo IPA, whatever.
Pseudo toppling Goliath.
Yeah,
toppling Goliath. Yeah.
Was it a T-Rex?
Whiskey Scout. Wait, now Whiskey Scout wants to get. Whiskey Scout wants to give his score.
Oh, we gotta give a score right now.
You don't have to, but we would have preferred it.
Okay. Well, that's put me on the spot real quick. I'm going to give it a 94.
All right.
I think it's good enough that I would enjoy drinking another one. I would buy another one to drink, and that's at least.
You change your mind. If you change your mind, let me know.
No, we're going to stick with the 94. I think it's worth a 94. I think it's just fine. I can't find no real faults in it, and I like the transitions. So, to me, that's a bonus.
The one thing about the Godzilla movies, they'll be and when the Japanese version they speak in English. Well, I want you to
right because it's dubbed. Yeah, it's dubbed. It's kind of like watching Solid Gold music show.
All right, kids. Moving forward, St. Arnold, Irish Hello. We all know that with this is 26 IBUs and that's 4.3% alcohol, that they're going straight forward, trying to mimic Guinness. This is not creamy. It's got like a little wheatness in it that makes it creamy. It's a little bit. It's light. It's watered down. The chocolate's watered down. The coffee's watered down. I don't know if that's exactly what they were going for with this, but I don't know why you would release a product that's not even at least up to the standard of who you're trying to go up against. So, you taste the chocolate, but it's got that bitter kind of baker's chocolate going on with this. The sweetness is kind of like maybe like a little sugar that fades. Mainly, it's watered down. It's very watered down. It's very light. You can almost see through it, as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and grade this. I think in the style, it's kind of missing it because the measuring stick is Guinness. So, yeah, I'm gonna give this a solid C.
Oh golly,
it's passing great. I don't know what you're gollying about. It's just not a great beer.
Like 75, like a 75.
Yeah, like a 75.
We were talking about that yesterday at your house when we were doing reviews. We were saying that St. Arnold, Abita, and Shiner are similar in that they put out a lot of really good beers, and then they'll put out some that aren't really that good.
Yeah, this is obviously one that they're hopefully this is a one and done because they kind of missed it here.
If I find a single, I'll try, but I'm not buying a 6-pack. No.
Should have got over here sooner. I had plenty of these.
Drink it all?
At the specialty store, David, are there any stouts there?
Not at this time.
I haven't been there in a while. There's not. They're right now. They're big on out of date American adjunct lagers. Not good.
Haven't been there in a while.
Well, I did pick up a Mickey's that was a Mickey's 40 that was 3 months out of date. To try it, and it's actually pretty good.
Okay, well,
was it 5.6%?
It was, but it was from a year old. No, thank you.
Oh no.
Oh, you can't, Sean. You can't even go like those light beers, those 4.2s and stuff like that. You can't even go like 6 weeks out of date on those. You're gonna take the can.
Yeah.
Whatever's in it.
That's why I stopped going when I visited Mobile. I went to that hookup store, the hookup store I used to go to, and I was like, I'm out. It's stuff
Anything
that when I left the state, they were still there in the back.
yeah, anything that's light American, don't fool with them. Just let them go. The higher ones, like maybe the 5.0s or 5.2, 3, 4s up to 6s, they might hold a little bit, but for the most part, they don't hold either. I got lucky with the Mickeys. It was 5.
Yeah, a couple of months, I understand, but anything from a year, no, thank you.
And then I was able to get Steel Reserve. I found some Steel Reserves out there that are just right at the date. I think I got 2 or 3 more days on those. That'll turn out pretty good.
One more day.
Yeah, those are 6.0s.
All right. So as far as promos, thanks for everybody putting in their scores and their reviews. I was doing my whiskey taste challenges, and then I realized this morning I had skipped one, and I was like, oh man. So I got to do a follow-up. I had this wonderful Trader Joe's blended scotch.
Whatever.
They don't have hard liquor in Trader Joe's here.
Yeah, $10.99 for the liter, $10.99 for 1 liter. Yeah, boy, this stuff is.
You might get a good one, or you might not.
Yeah, this one won 4 taste challenges, and it lost 13. So 4 wins, 13 losses, which to me is not that good of a record. Okay, now
It's around 25% or so.
but I had forgotten about this one, and here's another loss coming because it will never beat Whitehorse.
Lord, that's nasty stuff.
Wait a minute.
Nasty.
They say on the website the heart of Whitehorse is Lagavulin.
Unaged Lagavulin, minimum 3 years.
Well, if you want to nitpick.
Yeah, I'm going to nitpick.
It was $39. I paid $39 for this jug.
Now, you could have did a lot better or something.
Well, I wanted to try Whitehorse because I heard it had been on the market since 1890. And
Let me show you something that's better than that and a lot cheaper.
okay, and also I got this cream liqueur coming up. It just came on the market. It's brand new, Pennsylvania Dutch salted caramel.
Have you gotten your eggnog yet, Jay?
Try that.
Yes,
I've seen a couple of Evan Williams eggnog and on the market right now.
yes, I bought Benchmark eggnog at Mathern's. Benchmark eggnog at
Sark.
Mathern's.
That's good, Dave.
What was it back in? It's been 4 years ago. Oh, Cuddy Sark. That's good stuff, though.
Very
Honestly,
good stuff.
there's not much wrong with
Yeah,
that.
this is better than that other thing, Jay.
Oh
Trader
yeah,
Joe's,
it's
right?
better than
And
what
it's like-
by a long shot.
It's like $15 cheaper too. I think I picked this up for like $24 or something like that.
Yeah,
And it's a big boy. It's a handle. And I've had it for a while. This is one of those things you taste, you put down. It's like, oh, I think I'll have some Cuddy Sark today. That's, and then you stop.
All right, now Jean-Pierre, you're going to do some. We're going to get to everybody. Jean-Pierre, you got any promos? Oh,
Yes,
as
I
far
do.
as this
Yes, I
Wednesday,
do.
we got brown ales.
Right. And speaking of brown ales, I just did one yesterday. It's up on the channel right now from High Wire and a bed of nails. And this is what I'm going to bring on Wednesday show. I brought another can of this from High Wire based in Asheville, North Carolina, the brown ale, bed of nails.
Yeah,
So-
I have to buy a brown ale. I don't have any brown ales.
I don't either.
I got this. Also have I'm reviewing. I got a couple.
I think I just drank a brown ale and they called it a stout.
Yeah,
honey orange triple from New
Honey
Belgium.
Orange Tripel. I never heard of that one.
No,
Okay.
I would definitely try it.
Yeah.
I like New Belgium stuff.
Harpoon Flannel
I've
Friday.
had that. I love that beer.
I'm going to review that coming up. Also, I have from Six Bridges Brewery Discover Pale Ale. See a gentleman out hiking, a very peaceful man by the mountains. He's looking the river. Why not have a pale ale?
Right.
I've had something from Six Bridges before, but I don't remember what.
They're based in Johns Creek, Georgia. Here,
John sent me it, I think. I think it was John sent me it when he lived down there.
John and Neil. Yep.
Oh,
I will probably do this today just to be done with it. Stone Enjoy by 1031 Hazy IPA.
I've not seen it, but
Looks like you missed the mark.
Yeah, it's still fresh, so I will review this.
What's the ABV on that?
Was that?
What's the ABV on that?
The ABV on this one is 9.4. So this is a
Yeah,
hazy India Pale Ale, more like maybe I should say a
9.4.
double IPA.
That's just a suggestion.
Yeah,
It's not a mandatory thing.
9.4% ABV.
Well,
You know,
that's
it's kind of like when those people go up to the stop signs and they suggest that they stop as they roll through because you're driving a little slower and you have to stop sign. Yeah.
This is a cute one here from Brewdog Brewing Company. This is Bushwood beer, and you can see the Caddyshack logo, and they even mentioned that the trademark right over there of Caddyshack, Warner Brothers Pictures, of course.
Okay, so they got it legalized. Okay, that's good.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I've never seen that movie actually.
What? Jay's
What
bull.
sort of rock
Jay's bull
you
crap.
living under?
Jay's bull crapping.
You need to put
I've
that
never seen it. I've never seen it, but
Caddyshack is a classic.
I just remember everybody always talking about it.
You don't remember the Baby Ruth?
I never
The
seen the
Baby
movie.
Ruth.
It's no big deal.
John, is that beer made with Baby Ruth? That's all I want to know.
Probably is. Hey, it's no big deal.
I don't really watch movies though. Okay, anyways, y'all go ahead because Robert and David are waiting. Okay.
Beats beer. This is from Three Taverns Brewery
Haven't
here in
seen
Georgia.
Thomas.
So got that one.
The sheltered life.
Yeah. So another one from Cherry Street Brewing Company, Lake Beer Lager.
Yeah, well, you bought a lot of beer there.
I've never.
Hey, I have no ride. So, and lastly, from Highland Brewing Company, Lower Falls IPA. So this is a session IPA.
Oh man, that is nice.
And you can see a
Some of
dead
these I've
can
never
right
heard
there.
of.
Yeah.
The breweries per se, but
Highland
Oh,
Brewing
Highland. I've heard of Highland Brew, and I bought some of their beers on road trips. They were really good.
So that is it. And I have a liquor for Friday for Fandango Friday. 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific. And
Excellent.
there you go. Thank you, Jay, Dave, Robert. Always fun.
all right. Promos. My wife is a smoker, so we went over to the smoke shop / liquor store yesterday because I wanted to also get some lager beer. I had no lagers in a while, so I bought a 6-pack of Boulevard. I started to buy the unfiltered wheat, but they have something called a 1989, the year they started their production. So I bought that instead to try it. While I was in there, in the case behind the bar or behind the counter, I had that right there in there.
Old Forester single barrel. I never heard of that.
Single barrel strength. It is 66.45% alcohol by volume, 132.9 proof. It's from Warehouse One, Floor One. I'm going to open it today and try it. It's 2023 Distiller's Choice. I like their, I think they call it Whiskey Road series, the 1910, 1920, 1890 something.
Yeah.
They got 4 of them, and I like those. So, and I don't like the basic, well, I think they call it the Old Forester Signature 100 proof. I don't care for that one. It wasn't very good. I actually prefer the entry level over that one, which that 80 proof, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to give it a spin today. It wasn't cheap, but the wife was there with me. That's the first bottle I've bought since I bought the Jack Daniels bottled in bond. Now it's been at least 2 months ago. So
Does she experiment? Does she experiment? Does she experiment with different tobaccos, or would she just buy a certain?
no, I don't know. I'm not a smoker. I don't really get into all that, but she has smoked since she was like 14 years old. So
Robert, do you smoke cigars or no?
no, I don't smoke at all. I had asthma as a kid real bad. So never tried, never really. Even when I was a kid and even as a young adult, if I get in a very smoky campfire smoke upwind from it, it'll go ahead and cause me to have a lot of mucus buildup, and I'll be coughing and hacking and all kinds of stuff. So I got to really kind of stand upwind. And campfire smoke tends to chase you. You can go around the circle all you want. But nah, smoking's never been my thing. I was amazed I married a smoker of all things 35 years ago. But I've survived. She doesn't smoke around me very often.
Good.
We go from there. But yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm going to open this today and try it. I think it'll be probably pretty good. It was $88.
$88?
Yep, it was $88.
I've seen that.
So it was and it just literally showed up. They didn't even have a price on it yet. So I had to ask them, and I was starting to hem haw, and my wife goes, "Get it." So I said, "Okay, honey, thank you." Thank you for
I got the prohibition around here somewhere.
Yeah, that's a good one. All the ones
Tried that.
the
There
1920,
was two of them. I think one was like 1910 and the other one was like 1917.
Your business.
No, it's 1920, 1910. There's an 1890 and then an 18. I'd have to look them up. 1870, I think.
Yeah.
1870.
Yeah, and they use the same bottle as Wild Turkey uses.
How about you?
I think it's all this. I'll go get one. I think it's all the same bottle as that one. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Dave. I can hear you from my thing. You guys.
All right, promos. I don't know if we've already been through this. I think we discussed this yesterday when we were trying it. Cooper's Craft. This is whiskey that's barrel aged in white oak cast, and then
My brother hooked me up to that. I just thought it was very enjoyable. Just good stuff.
church. So one of the flavors I got out of this as I was trying it was because it uses beech was the flavor you get from Budweiser beer. Budweiser beer is beechwood aged. And I've never had another product with beech in it. And I will have to say, I woke up this morning with a headache.
Uh-oh.
Because that's what happens when you drink something with beechwood. I've
Like
heard that.
Budweiser?
I've heard that through the years from people about Budweiser beer. The reason why they don't drink it is so they get headaches from it.
When you say Budweiser.
This is being sold around the area for $24, $25, $26. I got this for $4.99. Yes,
What the hell?
$4.99.
Yeah, I could have bought it too. I just didn't do it. But yeah, $4.99 a bottle. That's the deal of the century.
I would definitely get that.
Yeah.
Just like that big bottle of that wine, Jay. That
The
jug
last
wine.
thing I got for $4.99 is
$8.
Daniel.
When
I
you
paid
say
more for this stout, I'm
Budweiser,
quite sure, than he did for that.
Yeah. Well, that's just a crazy price. Like I never. Oh, yeah. That's
Old Foster
No, it's not
Seltzer.
the same bottle. No.
No, they're not the same.
Oh, but that's
bottle.
an old bottle. Wait a minute, though. That's an old Wild Turkey bottle.
Yeah, that's the best I got. And then these bottles are exactly the same.
I've had that one, the one, Robert, the one with the blue one, not that one, 1920, the blue one. I've had that one.
You
I
have
just at a party, someone I took a sip. That was
Oh, at a party. Yeah, you might have. I don't know. They just literally issued. Yeah, I just showed that one. Yeah.
Okay, that's the one I got, and this was the last bottle I got for $5.
damn.
But it's also
I gotta move to Louisiana. What the
But it's
hell?
little, man. It's a
Oh, the
3.6.
rye. Wow,
Yeah.
that's a good deal.
But that's a
pretty good
$3.75 now.
Yeah, but you're not gonna find this anymore.
Now
Even
for
the
$5,
$3.75 for $5 is a hell of a pie. I mean,
I know.
Yeah, well, you missed. Got this for $5.
yeah. I don't know.
You don't like the beech and birch?
No. Have you guys seen this yet and tried it? Because the last time I was down last year, Jeremy sent me this home with this.
Okay.
It's
What's that?
kinda-
Let me see.
Louisiana bourbon.
Oh, okay.
I never heard of it. I never heard of that.
45% alcohol by volume. Yeah.
I
When
never
you
heard of that.
say
We was
When you
down. Well, it would be this summer. I'm sorry. I said last summer. I meant this summer. I was down in May, and he had bought that for me and sent it home. So I tried it. It's not my thing.
Yeah, we went to a New Orleans. Robert, we went to a New Orleans distillery last year, and we took the tour, and we were disappointed.
Ezra Brooks, very
Now,
good. I
I
like
think
that
Ezra
one.
Brooks is good, but I only have tried the Ezra Brooks eggnog. I have some Ezra Brooks rye whiskey.
That don't really count. that somebody took eggnog and put a little Ezra Brooks in it.
I
The
keep telling
basic-
people.
Eggnog.
The basic Ezra Brooks, the inexpensive entry level one.
That's the one I had. Yeah.
Yeah, it tastes. It has a very berry note, like a blackberry sort of raspberry sort of kind of note to it. I thought it was interesting. Only a few whiskeys have ever given me that note, and that one was pretty interesting about it.
And look, I tell people, listen, don't follow the name, the style, the price. You think it's cheap. It's actually good stuff. From the stuff that Ezra Brooks to the 1783 to the small batch, 1792 small batch. All these stuff are good values. You know.
I wonder if the bottle 17. I had the old bottle 1783. I think that's the new bottles they got them in now. Years ago, I didn't.
The ones that are kind of like cylinders, kind of
Yeah,
round.
You'd have to look at my review. It was a different looking bottle than that. Yeah,
Kind of like this bottle.
Have y'all ever tried Ezra Brooks?
the,
Have y'all
that
ever
was
tried
the-
Ezra Brooks bourbon? I mean,
Yeah, that's good.
I meant to say Ezra Brooks rye.
right. No, I don't think I ever have.
Yeah, I got a deal on that, so I bought it. You know,
I would try it, but I've never seen it.
it was like $10, so I figured I'd buy it.
Yeah, the other day I was at a gas station of all places, and I'm looking behind. Of course, you know they got the sneeze guards up because this pandemic is still going on. And I'm looking at all the whiskey. So I started asking the lady, well, how much is this? How much is that? And I looked over in the corner, and it had Weller, not Buffalo Trace, but they had Weller and a couple other ones. I can't think of the names of them right now. So I asked the lady, I said, well, that's interesting. You got a couple bottles of Weller up there. And I'm thinking, in a gas station, people run this stuff down. So I asked, I said, well, how much is that? She says, oh, that's $100.
Which Weller?
The
Green
green,
Label standard?
the
Oh
green.
my god! Cornflakes in a
Oh, I
bottle.
said,
Stuff is
first
so
off, I laughed. And I said, you got to be kidding me. She says, oh, no. We sell a lot of that. I said, yeah, that's why it's still on the shelf. You sell a lot of it.
idiots.
Oh, no, we sell. People come in and pay that price all the time. I said, not me.
The 107 Red Label is the best.
It
of
was
those.
$35.
Oh, it was. I could still get it 4 years ago in Wellington, Kansas, when we lived down by Udall for $19.99.
Yeah,
in the old style
same
bottles.
price range was like $18. You just get
Yeah.
the big handle for $35.
Right, and that's a good price for it because it's just so cornflake tasting. To me, it's like cornflakes in a bottle.
It's
But-
a basic clean whiskey is all it is. It's filtered
And
really
now-
well.
And before we get off the air,
And I see why people like it. But the killer is that she had a bottle of Blanton's. Last time I bought a bottle of Blanton's,
My coworker
$60.
loves that Blanton's.
Yeah,
He
same.
loves it.
I mean, I know I got a good price on it. It's
Oh, I
60.
got-
Across the board, Blanton's, I think, jumped up to 80 everywhere.
Oh, it's 100
70.
here.
70 and 70 here.
She wanted $300 for that bottle.
60 for Blanton's, 65, 70 for Blanton's here in Georgia.
Yeah,
It's
but
100 in
it
Kansas
was
now.
60.
$300. That's crazy. I can get it for
Yeah.
7.
I didn't even bother to ask her how much the Eagle Rare was.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it was 1, 2, and 3 because I went from the low to the high.
well, Mathern's has Eagle Rare right now for like 40 or 39.99, and they've got Blanton's for 70.
Yeah.
Well, you
That's the
picked up
price
that
of yours.
that big trunnion for me, and that was what, 60?
Yeah,
1.75?
it was a handle. Yeah,
Hold on for
$60.
just a second. before you
Yeah.
get up there.
That was 60.
So, Dave, you drinking the 6% steel?
Yeah, that's all we get here.
Yeah. We had the 6% here, and then when Molson Coors,
on me because this is the salvage store.
yeah,
No, it's 6.
yeah, the Molson
I gave one
Coors,
to Jay.
Yeah, thank you. I'll drink it.
yeah, the when Molson Coors decided to do the purge,
You didn't do a
they
review.
got rid of the
Wait, let Sean talk. When Molson Coors did the purge, what?
purge. They got rid of the triple export and gave us the 8%, and the 6% was gone out of Georgia. Oof. And I enjoyed that 6% a lot better than the 8.
You guys were showing earlier inexpensive scotches in bottles. I was over in Missouri My wife was buying stained glass. We went over to buy stained glass back in the spring. Went through what they call a packaged bottle store.
Yeah,
And they
I've
had
seen the old smuggler,
Right. I have too, but I've never seen it in glass bottles.
but the old smuggler I see is they have a black label, whatever on it. It's
It
the white
still
label.
has like this faux tax stamp thing on it, but I don't think this faux tax stamp thing is real. And somebody, I don't know if it was, somebody took their thumb, went around. They didn't break the seal itself, but they went around it with their thumb. It was in, and everyone was like this. I thought that was weird too. She had like 5 bottles of it, and everyone was like it. And I think I
I
paid
would have bought it. I
$17.99.
would have bought it. If that seal was broken, they
No.
might have just went ahead and put
No,
that piece of paper.
this seal
I
here
would
is
have
not.
bought it.
Oh, just the inside seal.
It might be an after seal. There's no way.
Yeah.
At least no air came out into it.
No,
so
it's still got the
feel
full.
that.
It's still, you can't see the fill level hasn't dropped. If it had been exposed to air, you'd probably have a fill level. Because I know the glass bottle version probably hasn't been made in 10 years. So your fill level will be down here if you really had a seal exposure.
How many bottles have you seen on the shelf where every one is a different height?
I've seen that a
That's
few times.
pretty standard. Like even if you you run a mill Jack Daniels, Jim Beams,
Right.
they're all like that. Maker's Mark.
What was the price on that?
I think $17 or $18. That's what I paid. 17
Old
or
smuggler?
18 or 19. It's like $17.99 or $18.99. It was.
And now they just have the big discount bottles.
They just had 5 of these. That's all I can tell you. And it was.
No, I'm talking about at most stores. If you get Old Smuggler, just the big discount bottles.
Yeah, they have plastic. They're all plastic now.
Oh,
When I've
right.
seen it. So,
Nope.
yeah, I'm with. Yeah, we've talked about plastic bottles before, and I don't do plastic bottles. Maybe if it's fresh, just got there, and I buy it and drink it quick. But if it's going to linger on the shelf, no plastic bottles.
Nope.
I just don't. It's a solvent. Alcohol's a solvent, and I work in the petroleum industry, and
whiskey.
plastic is degradable.
Yep. And it gets
All right. Well, thanks for joining everybody, and y'all have a good Sunday. Enjoy
Jay,
the
you
games.
want any comment on?
Well, this game I'm watching is not that enjoyable right now. So
What now?
the game I'm watching is not that enjoyable.
Plastic bottles.
No,
I'm
I'm not
sorry?
going to get into that. I feel like I'm at the losing side of that battle. Okay.
Hey, Robert,
Well,
I noticed you got a lot of this in the cabinet behind you. Which
I got a
one's
whole
your
lot of-
favorite? Do you have the toasted one? And I mean, I got a barrel aged. I think it's B or something like that.
I don't know.
Man, you got about 10 of them.
I got more than
Watch
that.
Craig.
Oh, and you like that stuff.
A good old.
Oh, you're right.
old-fashioned-
9. I got 9, but I got 2 more in there, but they're not the barrel proof. Here's one for you, Dave.
Oh yeah.
That's about 7, 8 years old minimum, maybe 9.
Yeah, that's the old label.
Mm-hmm. I stumbled across that.
Small batch?
I'm sorry.
Is that considered small batch?
Yeah, it's 12-year-old. No, it's the barrel proof, 136
Okay.
proof, 65% ABV. This was actually the last one they made in this style of bottles, the last one they issued. That's before they started putting the code batch numbers on them.
Yeah.
They just released it once a year, and this was the last year on the once-a-year releases.
Do you have any Woodford Reserve, Robert?
Yeah, I got it. It's in the other room.
Okay.
I find
And Gentleman's Jack.
No,
fine.
not anymore. I drank the Gentleman Jack. I had that, tried it a few years back, and it's gone. I've finished
I
that.
find those
now.
barrel ages to be nothing more than just hot.
No.
I'm trying to get some of it, and it's just hot.
Okay, well, we got to get off the
But
air. We got to get off the air, but y'all can talk privately off the air. But I do have something very exciting to show you.
Yes, sir.
Robert,
Bring it.
I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it, but I saw it yesterday. First time in my life I saw it. It just hit the market. Robert especially would probably like it. And it is the
A brandy. Oh.
You
Or is
just
that
absolutely do not like me, do you, Ron? You
I'm just
do
playing
not
with
like
you. I'm just playing.
Seagram's
Seagram's
VSO.
VO Black blended Canadian whiskey. This is the new
Okay.
one. 90 proof Seagram's VO Black just came out.
me. Yeah,
Now Seagram's have mostly. Now Seagram's, I always thought Seagram's mostly did vodka and gin and their and brandy. You know they were doing
No, but
whiskey.
they've been making they've been making Canadian whiskey for the
Black
longest time.
velvet. Why does that look? That to me looks like black velvet.
it does. I agree with him. My dad used to drink Black Velvet once in a while as a kid. I agree.
Yeah,
with
that
him.
was the cheapest stuff
has a
you
very
can get
strong
around.
Yeah.
No,
That
Sean,
stuff
they
is
got
so cheap, you
Seagram's
get a big
VO,
bottle.
Seagram's VO whiskey, Seagram's VO Black whiskey. They've got Seagram's
Seagram 7, of course, that's also popular.
Seagram's 7 American whiskey, and now there's the
Seagram's
Seagram.
big black velvet.
No, it's made by
Who
Heaven
makes
Hill now. Heaven Hill bought Black Velvet.
Who made
I
it in
did.
the 80s?
I gave the rest of that Heaven Hill bottle to my brother yesterday.
I'm pretty sure Seagram's made it in the 80s.
Yeah, Black Velvet was a older company, and they he might be right. I think Seagram, when Seagram's went out of business, Black Velvet got bought out by Hiram
Did you
Walker.
hear what John said?
No.
I
Say it again.
gave the Heaven Hill bottle that I had the other night. Gave it to my brother. He came by yesterday. Gave it to him. I said,
You gave it away?
yeah, I gave the Heaven Hill away. Yeah. You know? Yeah.
Oh, the rest of I know it's yeah.
Heaven Hill. Why not? And he's my brother. You know, give it to him. Shit.
No, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
But you could buy another bottle for yourself.
11.99. No. I'm good, man. I'll wait till Friday.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll see y'all later. Y'all
I'll
have
stick
a
to
good,
high life right now.
All right.
Y'all have
Be
a
on my
good-
best behavior.
y'all have a good Sunday.
All
Bye-bye.
right, see y'all later.
I'll be in
Bye-bye,
trouble. Think I'm in trouble.
I haven't seen those yet. Wings and
Who
pizza.
sings that?
Mm.
Who sings
Oh,
that
in
song?
trouble. That's Lindsey Buckingham.
Yeah,
All right, let
I
Lindsay
don't want to
sing
be
it.
in no trouble. Whoop whoop.
Let Lindsay sing it.